Well, yeah, of course, a lot of people think this is a year-round thing, but to be perfectly honest, it's really not what it used to be a few years ago. I mean, if you go back to my grandfather's time, we were making toys for literally everyone. Well, except the naughty kids, of course. They went to the walnut and coal department. I mean, I guess in a few years' time, like for my grandchildren, there won't be these sorts of jobs and opportunities. You've got all the non-believers, for one thing, and, you know, there's far more of those than there were back in the day. Sure, there's still the really young kids. I mean, they obviously still believe. But now you've got the internet, they're becoming younger and younger to the point where they're not believing that 5 years old, and sometimes even younger. Most people, obviously, they go to the internet, which is great for us in some respects, because once you've got this gig, it means there's less work, so you can kind of take your time about it. Where we used to knock out maybe 100 of these a day, now we can do maybe 10 or 12, because there's just not the demand. But obviously we don't want people to think, particularly the fat guy, to think that we're not all needed, so we take a little bit longer. And obviously that's got the advantage that we can put a little bit more love into each toy, particularly for those that really do still believe. What do I do the rest of the year? Well, like a lot of us, you know, we take long holidays. I mean, it's nearly as good as being a teacher. Some of the lads have really embraced this whole internet thing. They do this kind of thing all year round, just for fun and obviously to keep your hand in. Some of them make a few quid off it as well, so, you know, I guess it's not all bad. Well, there we go. There's our our finished bus. I didn't show putting the wheels on. I actually turned these on the lathe, but you know, you can go to craft stores and you know, buy the wheels, wooden wheels, if you haven't got a lathe to turn them, or you could even use a small hole saw and then just use the pellets still. So this is actually going to be a Christmas present for my father. He's mad on buses, and I made a couple, not just this one. So you'll have a really happy Christmas, holidays, vacation, whatever it is you celebrate at this time of the year. There will be other videos coming out between now and the new year, and obviously great plans for the new year itself and into 2017. But if you don't watch any of the other videos, as I've already said, have a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our weekly podcasts with Alan, Chris, Joe and Jamie over at Makers International. We'll see you in 2017, or possibly later this year.